News. Larry Nassar faces 175 years in prison for his decades of abuse of young female athletes.
And the Shippensburg Rail Trail Council receives a grant to expand further projects.
All that and more right now.
Thanks for joining us on SUTV News. I'm Jake Rom.
And I'm Katie Swigert. The world stood still as Larry Nassar, former USA Gymnastics sports physician, faced his fate in court on Wednesday. Nassar pleaded guilty to 7 counts of criminal sexual conduct in Ingham County, Michigan, and has admitted to sexually assaulting and abusing young girls. 156 victims came forward to share their graphic and haunting stories in front of the judge. Olympian Allie Raisman looked her attacker in the eyes while stating such as, "You are pathetic to think that anyone would have any sympathy for you. You think this is hard for you? Imagine how all of us feel." The USA Gymnastics chairman and 2 other board members have resigned. The Cumberland Valley Rails to Trails Council was awarded a tourism product development grant. The award of $71,000 will help build the railroad museum inside of a 1956 Penn Central boxcar. The award will also fund an upgraded parking lot at the Fort Street Trailhead, the cleaning and repainting of the boxcar, and the building of a deck linking to the rail trail. The project will be finished by summer and will then be open year-round for self-guided tours.
Traveling the world taking photographs to promote companies may seem like the dream. Logan Wine, a junior communications journalism student, had this opportunity of a lifetime during winter break. He reached out to the marketing departments of several companies to see if they would be willing to provide free products for him to promote through his social media. He visited Paris, France, Brussels, Belgium, Amsterdam, Netherlands, and Keflavik, Iceland. Wine learned a lot about who he is and that traveling is a must throughout his lifetime. It's time to bundle up and brave the cold weather this weekend. Downtown Chambersburg is hosting their 16th annual Ice Fest. Over the four-day event, the volunteers have arranged many displays and activities. Over 80 ice sculptures will be lining the streets with a live carving Thursday and Friday evening. Other features of the event are the snowfall ball, the polar dunk plunge, and an ice slide. The event continues until Sunday. Happiest place on earth? More like luckiest place on earth. A New Jersey man wore a shirt that saved his life. CNN has more.
He wore this t-shirt in Disney World for 9 days straight.
You know, I came up with the idea because I think it's out of desperation. You know, I look at my kids, when I'm with my kids, all my problems go away, and I needed more time with them.
60-year-old Rob Leibowitz is a single father of 5. He lives in New Jersey by way of Brooklyn. A couple who saw him wearing the t-shirt in Disney in August snapped a photo and shared it on Facebook. It went viral. 30,000 shares in the first 24 hours. Leibowitz got calls from strangers across the country.
Absolutely surprised. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm surprised that everything went with help from strangers.
But not everyone was a match until this voicemail.
Hi, my name's Richie. I saw your post. I have an extra kidney. I'm an O positive. You're more than welcome to have it.
Richie Sully is from Indiana. He's also a single dad of 2 little girls. He took off from work and paid to stay in a New York hotel for 2 weeks. They've spent time together every day.
We walked around Manhattan for like 6 hours, and we had sushi, and he took me to Times Square, and we talked about music and about being dads and things like that. And really hit it off.
He underwent surgery beside his new friend on Thursday at New York Presbyterian Hospital.
Rob Lee Woods is expected to make a full recovery. When we come back, dozens are wounded and 5 are dead after an attack in Afghanistan.
And Chinese researchers clone a monkey. Canadian Prime Minister speaks at the World Economic Forum.
Let's send it over to Sean with the world news.
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau highlighted women and the need for gender equality during his speech at the World Economic Forum. He urged businesses to hire more women and clean up systematic sexual harassment. He stated that change is needed and the issues go beyond salary levels. He also stated equal pay for women does not mean equal opportunity or equal treatment or equal sacrifice. Also giving a speech at the World Economic Forum was French President Emmanuel Macron, who opened with a joke. He said when you arrive here and see the snow, it could be hard to believe in global warming. He went on to further say, obviously you don't invite anyone skeptical about global warming this year. The French president making remarks about U.S. President Donald Trump's past comments about global warming. This comes after the confirmation that Macron would be the guest of honor at Trump's first state of dinner at the White House. On Wednesday, ISIS attacked the Save the Children office in Jalalabad, Afghanistan after an explosion in the front of the building. 5 people were killed and dozens were wounded. The attackers were killed as well. Save the Children is a global charity that provides aid in 120 countries. The organization has worked in several provinces, reaching more than 700,000 children. Since the attack, it has suspended all operations in Afghanistan. Finally, Chinese researchers have cloned their own monkey. By using the same technique Scottish researchers used to clone the first mammal, Dolly the sheep, in the 90s, the Chinese scientists have produced 2 cloned macaque monkeys. This is the first time this technology, called somatic cell nuclear transfer, has been used to clone any close relative to humans. That's it for World News. Let's head back to the desk.
When we come back in entertainment, Kim Kardashian and Kanye welcome their 3rd child.
And Ed Sheeran is officially off the market. You know, Ed Sheeran is by far my favorite artist. I went to his concert last summer, and I follow him on all social media, and I can tell you how excited I was when I found out he was engaged.
He's really good. The question is, who's going to sing his wedding song is going to be the real thing. We'll find out when we return.
Stay with us. The weather this week has been all over the place. You know, it was starting to look up this week because it was in the 50s, and, you know, despite the Tuesday rain, I thought this could be it. We could finally have some spring weather. But then yesterday I came out of class and it was snowing.
Yeah, I did see that. At one point, I knew you were going to call me crazy, but I thought it was just some dust or something like that coming off the top of a building or something like that. I didn't even know it was snowing. I didn't think it was cold enough. But hopefully the weather turns around sometime next weekend, and we'll throw it to Kylie with the weather.
I hope everyone enjoyed their winter break, and hopefully you're settling back into the college life. Tonight, expect clear skies and a temperature around 30. Tomorrow, it will warm up with a high of 49. And for the 5-day, Saturday will be mostly cloudy, but the warmest of the week, reaching 54. Sunday, it will continue to be warm, so expect a high of 51. Monday, the temperature will start to drop, but the sun will still be shining with a high of 40. Tuesday, expect a high of 32, and Wednesday will bring a high of 43. That's all for weather. Now let's take it over to entertainment with Paige.
It's 2018 and Hollywood news has already begun. Let's get started. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West have extended their family. Earlier this month, the couple welcomed their 3rd child, a baby girl, via surrogate. Kim stated, "We are incredibly grateful to our surrogate who made our dreams come true with the greatest gift one could give." Now, while there's no pictures of her, the name of the baby girl was revealed as Chicago West. Ed Sheeran is taken off the market. He announced on Instagram that he's engaged to longtime girlfriend Cherry Seaborn. He posted, "I got myself a fiance just before the new year." The couple met in high school and in the UK and have been dating for 3 years. On Saturday, Adele made an appearance at the Women's March in Los Angeles and met up with some friends, Jennifer Lawrence and Cameron Diaz. The trio were among many activists who marched to promote women's rights and equality and to protest against Donald Trump's policies. Saturday also marked the 1-year anniversary of President Trump's inauguration. This is the 2nd year of the Women's March rallies in Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, New York, and other major cities. Cardi B surpasses the Queen. The rapper has taken Beyoncé's spot as the first woman to have 5 top 10 singles simultaneously on the hot Airbnb hip-hop chart. Cardi B was tied with Beyoncé for 4 singles on the chart, but her guest spot on the Bruno Mars song Finesse helped her gain the honor. Some of her other songs on the chart include Bartier Cardi and Bodak Yellow. The 2018 Oscar nominations were announced on Tuesday. Oscars will be awarded to categories from Best Picture to Best Visual Effects. Here's a list of this year's Best Lead Actor and Actress nominees. For Best Lead Actor, Timothée Chalamet, Daniel Day-Lewis, Daniel Kaluuya, Gary Oldman, and Denzel Washington. And Best Lead Actress nominees include Sally Hawkins, Frances McDormand, Margot Robbie, Saoirse Ronan, and Meryl Streep. Jimmy Kimmel will be returning as the host for the 90th Academy Awards. Tune in on ABC on March 4th to find out the winners. That's all we have for this week's entertainment. Back to you guys at the desk.
When we come back in sports, thrower Paige Shirk breaks the school record.
And Ship Wrestling faces a PSAC rival.
Welcome back to campus, everyone. While we were all relaxing on break, Ship athletes were busy breaking records. Women's indoor track and field thrower Paige Shirk smashed the school record in the weight throw in their meet at Bucknell last Saturday. Her throw measured in at 57 feet 1 inch, which broke the previous record by over half a foot. And now Shirk has her sights set on nationals.
I mean, obviously I'd like to break it again. I mean, I think that'd be really cool. And I'd like to qualify for nationals. Like, technically I qualified for nationals, but I need to probably throw a little bit further to actually go. So I'd love to actually go.
Shirk and the rest of the women's indoor track and field team will return to action in the John Covert Classic at Lehigh University this weekend. Ship Wrestling kicked off the new semester hosting the rival Millersville Marauders. Jake Rahm has the highlights.
On Tuesday, Shippensburg Wrestling faced off against the Marauders of Millersville. After losing the first bout, Ship got on the board with a huge throw by senior Dante Stefanino at 133 pounds. Ship trailed 4-3 after 2 matches. At 141 pounds, sophomore Cole Rush caught his opponent in an armbar and transitioned into a front headlock for the pin. 6 huge points for the Raiders as they took the lead. At 149 pounds, Cody Blankenship held off our last-second attack by Eric Fuentes to win the match 3-1. Ship started to pull away, score now 12-4 after 4 matches. Later on in the match, the most anticipated match of the night was at 174 pounds, where brothers Kyle and Ryan Narber faced off, with Kyle from Millersville edging out his brother 6-1. Ship would go on to win the match 21-14. For SUTV Sports, I'm Jake Rahm.
The win bumps the Raiders to 4-3 on the season. They'll be back on the mat this weekend at the Kutztown Duels. Ship men's and women's basketball teams are gearing up for games against the Golden Bears on Saturday. The Lady Raiders are looking to keep it rolling after scoring a season-high 83 points against Bloomsburg. They tip off at 1 p.m. The men are also coming off of a win at Bloomsburg. Ship senior Justin MacArthur took home PSAC East Player of the Week honors for his 20-point performance in last week's games. He'll be looking to build on that against Kutztown. The men's game tips off at 3 p.m. You can catch SUTV's live broadcast on Campus Channel 82 and Comcast 21. That's all for sports this evening. I'll see you back here next week, but for now, let's send it back to the desk.
When we come back, we find out some of Ship's students' New Year's resolutions.
Stay with us. We are 25 days into the new year. You know what that means, New Year's resolutions.
We asked students around campus what their New Year's resolutions were. Let's take a look.
Probably to eat less pizza.
To watch less television.
To get fit and healthy. To eat more fruits and vegetables. To give up potato chips.
To get better grades.
Really live in the moment, you know.
Eat healthier and lose weight.
So, I had a New Year's resolution of eating better and going to the gym more, but January is almost over, and I can't say that I've really done that well. But you know what? It's all about the comeback.
I never do New Year's resolutions. I feel like I'll just fail them in the first week. And to be honest, some of those New Year's resolutions we got, come back next week for our show, and a lot of them will probably be gone. That's it for SUTV News. I'm Jake Rahm.
And I'm Katie Swigert. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram at SUTV News. And check out our website, SUTVnews.com.
We'll see you next time.